Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is General with Trading the Charts Pro, and I'm back with one more weekly video to break down the overall direction of the market, because again guys, the market is at a very critical level right now, specifically for the S&P 500. So I want to break down some of the technicals that I'm actually looking at and what I'm anticipating the market to do for this upcoming week. And I also want to talk a little bit more into some of the inflation data, and I want to see how the market has been handling this information right here, right now, and how the market may actually be trading for the next couple of weeks going forward. All right, so let's jump into it, guys. So looking at the S&P 500, guys, we have a chart of the S&P 500 right here. One thing is pretty true about this market, guys, is we can see that nothing has literally changed from the market basically broke out of this sideways movement down here in October around November. Ever since then, the market has just continuously been moving in a very nice uptrend, where you can see with this uptrend we have our very nice uptrending resistance level, and we have our very nice uptrending support level. But for the last couple weeks, or since around April 21st, we realized that the market pretty much started to move sideways horizontally, because there was a lot of concern about the inflation numbers and how is the market going to digest all of these excessive demand that has been thrown at the market at random on everything: gas, food, travel, all of this stuff. But as far as I'm seeing economically, there hasn't been any concerns. People are paying these higher prices, so going forward, I do believe that everything is just going to get digested, and the market is going to actually level itself out. So as soon as demand starts to die down a little bit, I 100% know that everyone will have to start adjust their prices to fit that lower demand, because as demand falls, that if you are the person running a grocery store and your food prices are higher than everybody else, what is going to happen? Automatically you will have to lower your price if you're willing to continue to be competitive in the marketplace. So based on that information, I'm not really worried about inflation going forward, and I don't think the market is going to be any bit concerned about the inflation numbers going forward. I think everything will digest itself. Therefore, when we look at the technicals for the S&P 500, we are pretty much back to the resistance level right now. But if we look at the bigger picture is that the market S&P 500 technically is still in an uptrend, right? But on a short-term basis, we're seeing a potential double top right here, which I don't believe this is going to be a double top. I'm anticipating that the market will actually break out of this 4,233 level, and from there the S&P 500 will continue to move in its uptrend, where we're looking for the next resistance level to be somewhere around the $4,350 level. That would actually be the next level where the S&P 500 continues to hit its head into the resistance level, right? So based on the trend, and we pretty much have to just trade the trend until the trend is over. And at this current time, I don't see anything showing me that the trend in the S&P 500 is going to die out right here and the market is going to turn around. I do believe that we will break out of this short-term level, and then the S&P 500 will continue to move up to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for into the fall this week that is coming up right here. All right, let's look at the NASDAQ, see what NASDAQ is telling us. Same thing with NASDAQ. The last couple weeks, market has been moving sideways in a sense, where we came up and we hit the resistance level into the 3,800. First time market pull down, we had this inverse head and shoulders pattern, market made a new high, but from that new high we had a short-term M pattern which took the market back down to its support level, which is this uptrending support that we've been using all the way up. All right, market pulled down. After that M pattern came back, we got a W pattern that has started to push the NASDAQ back to the upside. So right here, right now, this pattern is very common in terms of the bullish case, where you see the market will run up, right? We will have a move up, and then the second leg of the W will turn into a bull flag. So typically when we see that, we're anticipating that that bull flag usually breaks out to the upside. So on the NASDAQ, I'm looking for a breakout of this level that we're currently sitting at right now into the all-time high, which the market would look to come back to test the 14,000 level, right? And if we get a breakout of the 14,000 level, then the market will continue to move in a upward direction like it has been doing, bigger picture when we do an analysis of the trend. All right, so that's what I'm looking at in the NASDAQ. Right, so let's move on over, take a quick look at Dow Jones. The Dow, man, the market is pretty much doing the same thing in all the indices. The market is still in a very nice uptrend. Pull back. Every time we pull back into the 50 EMA, right? And the market find support at that level, and we continue to bounce. Here we are facing a short-term double top, which Friday's price action after all the job reports numbers came out, the market liked the numbers. We got a very big move on Friday. I'm looking to see a continuation into this upcoming week, where all the indexes will start breaking out and start moving back further to upside. Dow looking to make new highs. S&P 500 also, I'm anticipating that the S&P 500 will break out and make new highs. All right, when we look at the IWM small cap stocks, we're still somewhat in a range. This one is, not showing any strong sign that we're ready to break out of this range around the 230 level. For the Russell, that's going to be the 2,300 level. Not ready to break out yet. We're still, a bit weak into this resistance level. So I'd be a little bit cautious around some of these small cap stocks, because the momentum, I believe, is going to switch back over to tech and S&P 500, and those markets will break out and start moving back to the upside. All right, so there's one more thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, and we wanted to look at gold, because we see for the last couple weeks, when the market started to slow down, what we saw was that gold came down, found support, and this market break out of this very long downtrend that it was in, and we had a very nice retracement on gold. All right, now gold has retraced to the 50% retracement level, and here it is starting to cool off. So typically what this tells us is that people are closing down some of those gold trades and are looking to come back over into equity, as they are a little bit more clear on what it looks like with inflation and all of this stuff. So this is how I'm really looking at the market into this week, guys. I still want to see the breakout on the S&P 500. There's a couple stocks that are lining up right now at some very, very nice level. Like we have Apple. Apple has not been doing anything for this couple weeks, right? But when we look at the chart, right, big picture, when we look at Apple chart, what are we seeing? We're seeing where this thing had literally just slept for weeks, all the way down to the 200 SMA, right? Simple moving average. So right now, right here, I see Apple showing a double bottom or a W pattern right here at support. So I'm anticipating that Apple will make a move from the 125 levels back into the 137 level, and that would be the completion of the double bottom, right, or the W pattern. Right, so this is how I'm really looking at it for this week, guys. So I hope you found some value inside this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching.